Alrighty, we're live on YouTube and TikTok. Let's wait for some more people to get in here. I'm trying to get away with my TikTok screen just looks a lot better. Maybe I just need a bigger screen. Turn my mouse on, waiting for some more people to get in this live. Today was a rough day and I can't wait. It was a good rough day, but we're gonna talk about it. So I'm going to talk about these and I'm going to show you something else as well. Waiting for people to get in the live so we can get started. Today was one of those days where I fucked up, but at the same time, I now know what I need to do for real. For real. So basically, I'm going to talk about it some more though, people. Get in the live. I know on YouTube, when y'all watch these videos back, it's probably so boring waiting a few minutes for people to get in the live, but I did not make an event for this live too, so I forgot. So people might not come in for a while. They might not start trickling in for a while. Compatibility mode, subscription goal. I mean, subscription goals are weird, but let's see what it would look like. I just don't need that, so. All right, we got someone in here on the live. We're waiting for some more people. Here we go. We're joining the live. Okay. So on the live today, live trading, this is what I said I was going to do. I said only take reversals or only take continuations off of a strong breakup structure, displacement for value gap entry, right? Got faked out on this, and then I took the original reversal trade. So now, y'all, I am only taking reversals. This is what we're doing now. We're only taking reversals and no trailing stops. So let's talk about what happened today. So today, if you got at 9:30, you did have a good regular reversal. We got a reversal of the day because it's bigger than the 9:31, and the reversal after it just. This is a decent trade though, but like there's no trade bigger. So again, the macro trade was the trade of the day. I got faked out on this again. I've done it again, even though yesterday I called this trade and we ran the rest of the day. I got faked out again, and I took it though on a breakup structure. Displacement for value gap. We had a nice breaker, but I also noticed during this macro session it will make the fair value gap on a displacement candle, and that's going to be the one it inverses. So this is our entry to inverse here. However, since I was on all day and we were choppy again, I didn't get in until we closed above the swing high, and we had a 5 minute. This was the top of the 5 minute fair value gap, and there was two fair value gaps, so we would invert this one and take the trade. So I'm really pissed at myself. However, and then once I lose a trade, I marked this trade too. So this was a trade to here. This was our liquidity this morning, the news liquidity. So once we got on our macro session, I said we could take this trade down. I didn't know it was going to go all the way down. This is an hour fair value gap, and this is an hour fair value gap. So this is the trade you could have took, but we didn't take that trade because what I say we're taking reversals. I did get faked out in this continuation, even though I didn't take this one, so that's dumb because this was the one to take. And then on this one, I did a trailing stop because when I lose a trade, I do a trailing stop just to lock in profit in case it wants to go against me and I don't want to lose double. You know what I'm saying? So no more trailing stops because this pullback stopped me out, I think, like right here. And I think my entry was a little later too. It was like here. And look how we ran the rest of the day. We took out buy side. This would have been a $500, $600 day if I didn't even use my trailing stop. I had a negative $100 day. This trade had me negative $400. So I did cut my losses down significantly. And then on Monday when I made $26, same thing. I had a trailing stop and we ran up the rest of the day. So that's why I said no more trailing stops. If you're an ICT trader, which if you're on this live, that's what we're talking about, you are not using trailing stops. I could have had two $500 days. A $500 day Monday, a $500 day today. And without the fake out, if I only traded the reversals, I would have had $2,000 days. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're sticking to. Yesterday we got a continuation. We did not play it, and that is fine. And I didn't lose any money yesterday. So it's just one of those things where this is what we're doing now. We're only trading reversals, and we're not doing any trailing stops. We're letting the trades play out. Also, another thing I'm going to show you guys. So I was talking about the P of 3, the power of 3 indicator. that people love to use. And I want to show you an example of why I don't use it. So this is them on the daily. This is the 9:30. Is this the Asian market session? No, only New York session. New York session only. This is this morning. This was 9:30 candle. We wicked and we went down to sell side liquidity. This is the news candle at 8:30. 9:30 we went down. We took the reversal after this. See why I don't like the power of three? Because you can be like, or this indicator, because you can be like, oh, I'm bearish from the day. This trade has nothing to do with how the day's gonna turn out. Today turned out to be a green candle. Our trade made a higher high. This is a green candle. Today was a green, or my candles are blue. Whatever your bullish candles are, we made the move of the day. We got the big move of the day. So your power of three would have been a strong down, and then it would have closed green. So it doesn't matter if you were bullish or bearish. We had two setups today. We had a bullish setup and we had a bearish setup and another bearish setup. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, we have been trading these macros, and it has been trading the big move of the day, which I appreciate. I have been getting faked out and cutting my losses, getting scared with the trailing stops, which I don't like. So no more trailing stops, because even this, you maybe can move your stop loss to break even once you get above here. This was a 15-minute fair value gap, but I always say the higher time frame fair value gaps likes liquidity more on higher time frames versus just filling gaps and reversing. I did not mind this trade here, but we didn't take it, and then I should have waited. I've noticed that too, like, it will make the displacement to fake you out, and that is the one that's going to invert for your entry. So I need to only focus on reversals, y'all. So I'll be trading live tomorrow the rest of the week, and only trading reversals. Also, I want to wait until I get funded on Top Step on a Top Step Rhythmic account, but once I'm funded, or maybe even after this weekend, I might get a TradeAvate account with another prop firm to copy trade both, but then I can trade on TradingView again, and it will still copy trade in my Ninja Trader. So then it'll be better for my content for those who watch on live on TikTok, because on TikTok I have to get off and then go to Ninja Trader to enter my trades. But I can just chart on TradingView and make a trade and just have it on my thing and make it or move it to the side and just get in a trade. So that would be nice. I don't know. I want to do it once I'm funded with Top Step, but I might do it once I get this back to 50K, because I'm down 1,200 in drawdown right now or something like that. And like I said, I need to stick to this. If we don't get a reversal, I'm not trading that day. I don't care. And if we do, you have 3 reversal setups today. Even though yesterday we had no reversal setups, today you have 3. So there's nothing to worry about. And again, the power of 3 indicator. You can use it if you want. It's a decent indicator. But for me, I feel like it's pointless, because we could do this at 9:30, this is a valid trade. This is a very valid trade. But then you saw the trade we took made the candle green. This is now a bear. It looks like a strong bearish candle, and then we made our candle green. So it's like the daily doesn't really matter. So this is all New York session. And yeah, it just really sucks that I didn't stick to my rules. Obviously I was trying something, but we did get a good, break of structure continuation. But so I said, this was the hour liquidity point too, not just the news one. So we had to just wait for the reversal. But I did call this live. I called this trade live, and I told anyone, if you didn't take the loss I took, you should be holding this trade. You should not be stopping out like me with a trailing stop. But also, like I said, we are doing no more trailing stops, because I'm pissed at myself for using a trailing stop, because this would have just put me back in profit. And same thing on Monday. I only use trailing stops when I lose too, which is funny, because I did not use trailing stops when I lose. I only started using trailing stops now because I full port a little bit on my accounts. I'm trying to get funded in 2 to 3 trades, so I over leverage a little bit. So that's why I do trailing stops. But I'm not doing that any longer. Yo, what's up, Tay? I'm not doing that, and we're just gonna focus on reversals. So 1 loss, 1 win to cut my losses down again. So basically a break-even week, honestly, which would have been this should have been $1,000 week. So I'm gonna clear this for tomorrow. We can see what it looked like on the 1 hour if you wanted to see. But yeah, this was today. We got a lovely down, and then no, that was yesterday. This was today. Liquidity sweep took out the highs. This is what you want to see. This is the prime CRT model right here. Prime CRT. You got a, isn't this the what, 9 a.m. candle too? Yep, that's prime CRT, which is also a silver bullet strategy. People do, they just mark out the hourly candle, the 9 a.m. candle. They wait for a sweep of one side, which the sell side got swept first, and then they take it to the other side. And that was literally the trade of the day, as you can see. And we were consolidating in Asia and London, and then boom, that was the trade of the day. So we inverted this for value gap, but on the hourly we did not. I thought we were going to run down when we inverted this on the 1 minute or 5 minute, and then obviously we came down and wicked. And I said that too. I was like, I don't like it when they're close like this, because they can invert all three of these and still bounce off this one. You know what I'm saying? So that was just a me thing. So like I said, we're only trading reversals from now on, and I'm no longer using trailing stops. Hold me accountable. I even wrote it on my wall, if you're on TikTok, like I wrote it up there. So when I trade every morning, y'all will see I have to follow my rules. Never got a real setup entry, so I took some dumb negative 56. Really? There was a good entry today. We had a good trade today. I took it. I just, like I said, I had a trailing stop. We got a liquidity sweep right here. And on the hourly, it lined up with this. We had equal lows right here. We swept these. And then, yes, it was choppy again, though. I'm not going to lie to you. It was just as choppy as yesterday, where it did chop up in there for like an hour. This reversal didn't happen till almost the end of silver bullet. And then, yeah, that was the trade. We took it. And we took it all the way up. I think when I got off the chart, it was up to here. And I said you can sell here on my live, but I said you could take it to here, because someone else in my live was like, it's a real market maker buy. So he took it to here. Yeah. Oh, you didn't get it? Oh, it's okay. There will be more of these trades. If you didn't get it, you didn't get it. But yeah, like I said, I lost money today because I got faked out on this, which I've noticed in the silver bullet hour, it will do an internal liquidity sweep. You'll get this big displacement, like it wants to continue down, like a break of structure, which it is a break of structure, until we reverse. And then it reverses on you. I've noticed that in this silver bullet hour. So from now on, sticking to my rules. Y'all hold me accountable if you're in my live. If not, you can DM me every day and say, bitch, stick to your rules. Because I'm actually upset at myself. But I have to get over it, because there's many times where this happens. And like I said, in fall, this happens a lot. Like I started trading in October, and I was profitable instantly just trading liquidity sweeps reversals. So we're in the market where this will be happening a lot more. And so far this week, we're 2 for 1 on this. Monday, we got this. Same trade, like down, swept, sell side, go higher. Yesterday, we got a continuation up where we didn't play it and no one played it. A lot of gurus didn't play it. And then today, we got sell side up. And then I think Tanya Trades took a loss and then got into, I think she got faked out like me, but that trailing stop hurt. That trailing stop hurt. I should have sat on the 5 minute, and it's true, because with the choppiness of the 1 minute, I sat on the 5 minute and waited for this inverted for value gap to even be made and this swing high to be made, just because of the choppiness of the 1 minute. So I got in a little later. On the 1 minute, you probably got in down here, and I got in up here. And I should have held that shit. This on the 5 minute looks way less worse than it did on the 1 minute, and then we continue up to this liquidity point. So that did hurt. But I have my rules now. I'm confident now. Just stick to those. No trailing stops, only trade reversals after liquidity sweep. That was easily marked on the 1 hour chart this morning, just so you can see it. This was the liquidity that was swept. Boom, right here. News here, and then we had that 9:30 trade was a good trade too, though. If you get on at 9:30 still, I don't, because sometimes 9:30 will fake me out and not do this beautiful thing it did. And this is why I talk about consolidations, because some people will get on the hour chart or the daily chart and be like, we're consolidating, we shouldn't trade. Huh? An hourly or a daily consolidation is easy money. It's just going to go liquidity to liquidity to liquidity. There was 3 trades you could have took today, and they were all strong as fuck. They weren't even no confusing ass trades. They were all great trades. You might have got faked out like me, like we're going down lower, but you still very much should have got back in that inverted for value gap. If you didn't, it's fine. I'm not bullying anybody, but we just had some clear price action after we consolidated a little bit. So let's back test Let's start our back testing. Yesterday we talked about S&T. Let's back test the same shit. A lot of good trades, honestly. Yeah, no drawdown. Right, no drawdown at all. So I'm confident. That's why I kind of want to just get this TradeAvate account and copy trade on TradingView. It'll be better for my content too in my videos. But again, it's just not smart. You should wait to at least get funded by another one first before you buy a second one. So let's just go to what we were doing, and then I just gotta stick to my rules. Only trade reversals. Only no trailing stops. Set your take profit. You cannot use a stop loss if you don't want to, or you can use a stop loss. You know, I've done both. I do both. I'm probably gonna start setting stop losses and take profits and just like setting and forgetting. I traded the best when I did that. I know people like to manage their trades, and I used to manage. I have started managing my trades, but it's just is if you're an ICT trader, it's kind of pointless. No shade. Unless you like have to go home early, or unless it's truly consolidating and moving nowhere. Yeah, but you can set and forget, and like then you can like watch TV and shit, and just check your trade like every 30 minutes, like on your phone, and close it. Like you don't have to be on the chart all day if you have it set and forget. Okay, this is a new day. Let's mark our. I mean, these are liquidity points. There is one here. And then there is an internal one here. This is what we're doing. And let's do 5-minute execution today. 5 minute was a little better today. 1 minute was cool too, but. Or actually, I want to backtest like a 3-minute or a 2-minute. Let's do the 3-minute. I've never used a 3-minute in my entire fucking life. So some people say they like the 2 minutes, and people say like the 3. I mean, I prefer the 1, but the way I trade emotionally, it doesn't even let you do 950 on the 3-minute. The way I trade now, and I get too trigger happy, I need to like not trade on the 1. But the 1 has been really nice. It hasn't been given inverted fair value gaps. It hasn't. I got faked out maybe like once or twice, but it's really been clean. Like yesterday, we did not take a trade, and 1 minute yesterday should have gave us a lot of fake outs, but it really didn't. It didn't give us any candle closes below anything or above anything. It just traded sideways or filled a bunch of gaps, and that was it. Okay, so these are the internal liquidities, kind of equal highs here. These are the ones we marked. Obviously, they're going to be a little off on the higher time frame, and then obviously the bigger ones are the blue lines. So we might not even need to take profits at any of these other sides. But let's go back to the 3-minute. And it moved it to okay, well, it is what it is. Wait for a liquidity sweep of one of these, of something, okay, and then we wait for it to push back. I also started marking the macros on the other side as well, just for like, in case like you need, you can still do it in this session if you need a little bit of hope. Sometimes it'll trade in our face. I'm about to get FX replay. It seems helpful. It is very helpful. I was avoiding it for the longest time, but I've increased my patience and strategy and profitability so much in like 16 days. I think I had, since I got this, boom, 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 boom. This is what we trade every day on live. And then if you're feeling really safe or scared, like I say, wait for it to go back in the range, or wait to give yourself a nice market structure shift wherever you need it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did today, just to be confirmed. And then we might have lost this trade though. And honestly, this week on this strategy, we have not had any losses. Oh, there is a big fair value gap right here. This is the 3-minute though. I've never traded on the 3-minute chart, so I don't know if it's gonna show me things that. Okay, stopped out. I'm gonna see if it's gonna stop us out and grow away. Is that's what I want to see. Okay, no, it's just traded sideways this day. What month is this? September. Ooh. I mean, you would have had a small win on this. That wick would have just, you wouldn't have fully lost, but. How does FX replay work? Are the past price, it's past price action. So you just go to a specific day and time and it'll take you there. And then you can just back test from there. And it just doesn't show you, you can go to a session and it won't be played out for you. That's the best part of it. So that was a day, that was a continuation day. So that was a day we either would have lost or haven't traded, or not traded, sorry. Which lately, we've had one of those this week. But yeah, you just go to a specific day. I started this journey at the beginning of the year. We're already at the end of the year. And then we'll be in 2024 soon. So that will be where we're at. We'll see how close it takes us to get to where we are now in real time. And it also helps you see different price actions in different parts of the year faster than trading for a whole year. Even though you're gonna see it when you trade for a whole year. I've been seeing ICT's unicorn model every day. It actually feels like cheating. What time frame? 5-minute? I find the unicorn works best on the 5-minute. Yeah, I've been seeing it too. I honestly almost saw it on that down trade I took that faked me out, even though it was like a continuation, but we got a breaker with the fair value gap, so I thought it was a good entry to go down, but we inversed it. But yes, unicorn model, breaker structure, and there's a breaker structure here as well, lined up with a fair value gap. Boom. It didn't really tap it in until down here though. This is a change in the state and delivery, but it's not a market structure shift. So a lot of people entered on that. However, I would not. I mean, you can, but I wait for a market structure shift. So here, we do get another fair value gap here to enter off of, but it didn't re-tap it. It made it, but it didn't tap it. And that's why I no longer trade fair value gap entries. Because I'll just get in at the candle close. Yeah, I gave up a few ticks. However, I'd rather be in the trade than not get in the trade. I almost, kid you not, when I stopped myself out with my trailing stop here, I almost got back in on this. I was really pissed at myself for that. Especially, it made these two bearish value gaps, and I was like, ooh, it could go down. We did not. I was like, if we candle close below this, we got market structure shift, and we didn't. You saw we got no candle closes below. It wicked, and then went back up, inverted these for a nice, this might be a macro trade. Yeah, the end of the 11 o'clock macros to get in the continuation of that trade. And then we inverse this one for a beautiful one back to the downside. Like, it's just beautiful price action. 5-minute and 1-minute time frame, sometimes 30 seconds. Yeah, I don't trade 30 seconds. I have to pay for that, and I'm not paying for that right now. Yeah, this is the 1-minute. I'm sure there was one on the 5-minute though. I feel like the unicorn shows 5 minutes. The unicorn shows, the 5-minute shows unicorns the best, like this. Still didn't tap into it though, for the run up. Market structure shift, that's in the middle of the fair value gap. It didn't come back in and tap you in though, because a lot of unicorn setup people either have their entry at the fair value gap or the breaker. Boom. I got in off the unicorn. I'm not gonna lie to you. I also sold kind of early because we had a 30-minute fair value gap up here. But I didn't zoom out enough to see that we were consolidating. But so I sold like somewhere in the middle of this fair value gap too, just in case we reverse from it. But I've said this so many times, like the higher time frames don't even really be giving a fuck about fair value gaps. They're gonna fill them fully 90% of the time, or they're gonna just go to liquidity. Didn't really caring about that. Took 11 a.m. bearish unicorn today. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, today was some good price action. So, I mean, let's see what we're gonna do. We were in a 4-hour fair value gap too, so I was kind of scared we were gonna go down. But like I said, I don't trade with the bias. I literally mark liquidity like this every day. I'll mark a fair value gap like this if it's close. So if it'd be really nice if it came up above. I hate when it marks another line for me. Not what I wanted to do. Come up above, tap into the fair value gap, which it did, and then wick off of it for an entry. We have a fair value gap here that can be inverted and then take it down to opposing liquidity. Just like that. That's it. That's all I want to see every day. This is all I want to trade until I buy a Lambo, I think, at this point. I just keep it simple. I was trying to do too much. It works out. FX replay purchase. Here we go. Yes, let's go. I'm happy for you. Right, $35 is not that bad. It's enough to make you think, like, do I need this shit? But you do. I tried to backtest on TradingView first, and it was ass. Oh, sorry, y'all. But yeah, this is all we want to do every day. Liquidity sweep, inverted or reverse. Even if you get in on the red fair value gap that was made here. When they line up, it's extra beautiful. Like, this is all we want to trade every day. If it continues, I don't care. And I need to get that in my mind. I'm still a beginner, so there's times where I'm like, fuck, I want to take that trade like I did today, and it ate my losses. And if I lose, I usually use a trailing stop just to not have a double loss, and the trailing stop ruined me today as well. I have so much money to be made today, and it just was what it was. So no more trailing stops, only trade reversals. That is it. That's all I'm doing. Okay, let's go to the next day. Let's go to the next day. What do we see? That's yes. Let's see if we have any S&T divergence. Not really. Almost, but no, not really. Oh, no, we had some. I mean, this is yesterday. Like, obviously, this is the day. This was yesterday in that fair value gap. But we had SMT in the, what is this? Asian session, which obviously Asian session doesn't move too much sometimes, so it wasn't a move, but that wick could have been your sign to get some sales on Asian session. I took out liquidity on NQ, did it on ES, so that's just SMT. But for this analysis, we're going to get rid of these SMT, but I try to point it out so y'all can see it. Obviously, it had nothing to do with our daily trade today. Major liquidity here, major liquidity here. We can see if we're close to anything. Well, these are equal lows almost, even though we swept it once, but it's equal lows. If you're, we're kind of bearish, so you want it to come up first. Let's mark out some internal ones. And this one, we're already about to sweep this London session, or we did sweep it. Yeah, we already swept it. So, and we have an hourly fair value gap that honestly, if we probably close below this, we could go lower, but like I said, I don't like fair value gaps. Playing them naturally on higher time frames, just like today, sold early just in case it bounced off the 30-minute, and it, in fact, did not. See. We did have a liquidity sweep right here internally if someone wanted to play that, but that's not our macro session, so let's see. Because anything that happens before our macro session, we do not care. Oh, wait. And that's our macro session, so. I mean, this could be a trade to here. Turtle soup, something like that. But hopefully it comes up here and keeps going lower. But yeah, that's the trade you could have took, and then we got our reversal from there. And let's see if it keeps going. Okay, that's the true liquidity sweep. But see how that trade played out. As well, didn't stop us out. This is the reversal we want now, if we get it. And we don't. So we just wouldn't have traded that day, or we would have took this trade, because like I said, this is still liquidity sweep. We got it, and we reversed up to the opposing liquidity in our macro. It was right there, but right before the macro, we did get a fair value gap to be inverted. So sometimes it'll be quick. It's rarely quick like this. But even if you missed it, you got another tab right there to get in. Right there. And this is one of the ones you could have took all the way up to the external liquidity point. So that's a rare one, but I've noticed that these internal liquidity sweeps can come to, even if you sweep a big one, and then it'll still like reverse. And we did get this. This is the hour fair value gap that we were talking about, and we inverted it as well right here. So if you got a late entry, you could have got it in here too, if you want an extra confirmation. Or like triple confirmation, market structure shift, the close above this bearish and this bullish fair value gap, inverted this one, and market structure shift. So all three signs to keep going higher. But I was like, yeah, we did already sweep liquidity with a strong wick here, so I was like, we'll tap back in this fair value gap and run higher. And we did. It did respect it. Some days it doesn't though. Some days it'll keep running and sweep out something and then go higher. All right, let's go to the next day. But yeah, y'all should get this, because there's days where I will sit on this like on a weekend, and I'll like watch TV while I'm back testing just for hours till like my hand hurts from using the mouse so much. So you should get this app and do the same. And it'll make you a way better trader. And then you can test any new strategies you want. Watching you right now while I do it. That's what I'm talking about. Tate's gonna be rich. He's doing what needs to be done to get profitable. If he's not already, he probably is. So he's doing what he needs to do to just keep getting better and keep enjoying the process. I think backtesting helps, kind of like a game. I also, since I've quit my job, it's really bad. I've been like an iPad kid, so I'm either doing this or I play like entrepreneurial games on my iPad all day. It's so bad. Like I'm trying to be better, but it's just hard like when I'm really focused on getting funded and like making money consistently, that I don't really feel like leaving the house and doing anything that spends money. And I have a wedding to go to, so there's that. But yeah, it's back test. And then the good thing about this is you can do anything. You can do this, and then you can like, I'm an ICT trader, but I want to see if trend line works better for me, or supply and demand works better for me, or any of these strategies. And you can test them for days on end and like hours. So you don't have to waste a year back testing supply and demand. You can just come on FX replay and back test it and see how that works. Oh, this is the 1 hour chart. So yeah, we got our liquidity sweep, and it's looking like we're reversing to keep going higher though, bouncing off this fair value gap, this hourly one. So I don't know, maybe is that a keep going higher off this break of structure, but this is the day I'm not confident in. We would have to wait. Or you could have took this reversal to just this liquidity here, if you wanted to. Like, this is our liquidity sweep reversal. We got it. You could have took it down in here for 2.5, smaller trade, just to be safe. But let's see if we're right more so. Okay, so we were right. Just I was a little scared. These higher time frame fair value gaps will scare me, because sometimes they'll bounce off them and not stop you out like this, or like what happened today on the chart. But then like we saw on the trade yesterday on the replay, not yesterday, on the replay, it bounced off this and just continued higher. but it did give us a reversal in the macro time yesterday. But this is what we want to trade. Liquidity sweep, reversal. The trades are bigger during the macros. All the internal liquidity is pretty much swept, unless it's a continuation like the one on the replay the day before this. But it did give us everything we wanted. This was the trade. You could have sold here for 1 to 2.5 if you were scared, like I did today, or take it down to that liquidity. And we did have equal lows here, so this is something you would have held. So let's do another one. And this is it. This is how we're gonna trade. This is how I'm doing it. If we don't take a trade that day, oh well. And then I can also risk more. I can over leverage just the tag because I'm not trading as much and I'm waiting for A+ setups. So I'm trading like 5 macros, what am I trading? Micro minis, but then I'll probably go back to my live account when I'm funded and copy trade all 3. So my 2 prop firms and my live account with just 2, or maybe 1 on my live account and 2 on the funded or something like that, depending on how comfortable I am. Okay, let's do here and here for our external liquidity points. And if we're already close like this, you might as well wait for it to just sweep it. And then do we have a gap? I mean, we have a fat ass gap. We do have another one. We have a fat gap we're already in, but this is the tiniest of gaps. So I don't really know. But we should count that one because it could go all the way down here and tap and go higher. But let's see. If not, we know it's the sweep and go higher. Doing. Okay, there's our sweep. 1 minute. We get an inverted fair value gap. We do a big one too. A strong candle. So you could have got in, you probably would have got in a little late on this. So your stop loss is a little nasty, which I don't like. And then take it to maybe this for a 2 to boom. That's it. This is all we're doing every morning. I'm doing this on live tomorrow. I'm not getting faked out anymore. I'm just trading reversals and I'm not doing any trailing stops, and I'm just going to pick one of these liquidity points. This is how you should trade every day. This is how people start off getting profitable, and then obviously once you get profitable, then you do other stuff. But this is how a lot of people trade. And you can see if it keeps going down. I mean, we do have equal lows here, a bunch of them. And you can see if it'll go down to the hourly liquidity down there. I don't like to get greedy though. It did sweep out the equal lows, so that's probably where our target was for 1 to 3.2. This is how you should be trading every day as a beginner. This is how I need to be trading. This is how I need to hold myself accountable. So I'm feeling confident. I'm not feeling the need to like get that. Like I want to get that other account because, you know, scared money. I'll make money, but I also want to wait till I'm funded. Like I'm confident I can come back. I'm like $1,200 in drawdown. Maybe after today, like $1,300 in drawdown. I think I lost like $100. And yeah, I'm just gonna only trade reversals. And if there's not a reversal, and I'm only trading, like I said, after 9:50, because this is one of those days where, let's see what 9:30 candle was. Oh well, no, it did give you a liquidity sweep kind of. But there are days where like the 9:30 candle will like trade sideways like this, and like you would get in an entry to go down, and then it stops you out. Like I don't like that. It doesn't happen all the time. This one was a good one. It didn't really make a liquidity sweep, but it made an equal low. It came down at 9:30 and then ran up, so that could have been a good trade. This is why I was trading for a little bit, but I kept getting faked out, so I stopped. I would really trade just off the 9:30 candle. Why? I don't know. I'm an ICT trader. I just started doing shit, and it was fucking me up. I mean, it did go down a little lower if you want to take it, but all right, let's do one more. I think we had one loss tonight so far. That was it. And you know, it is what it is. So I'm trying to risk like 300 to make like 450 per trade. So I'm not getting liquidated. Risking like 450 to make 1,000 to 1,200. All these are kind of relatively equal. I'm not gonna lie. Same on the. I feel like this is like for retail traders, which is like a bull flag coming up. We got like this like bull flag thing going on here. I don't know how to trade it, but we kind of have like this bull flag or bearish flag. It's a flag. I don't know how to trade the flag, so don't let me say anything. We do have an internal liquidity sweep here, but let's just go on the 1 minute and see what happens during our 9:50 to 10:10 session. It lets me sleep in a little bit as well, which I love. Usually catches the bigger moves of the day. I used to not care about catching them, but at this point, I kind of like it. Okay. There is an internal liquidity sweep here as well. So, and there's equal highs here. So, I mean, this is just way before us. This is even before 9:30. Like 9:30 is here. So, we don't even care. Okay, we did get a reversal. I don't know if we could have played this, I guess. It is a reversal and it is in 10:10. There is no liquidity sweep though, but it is a strong reversal. But let's see. I mean, in a tight stop loss actually, so. And it went straight down. I actually never seen this before, but hey, we did get a reversal. Let's see if it reverses back up from one of these. That's technically what we would have traded. No, yeah, that was the trade. So there was a reversal in here, and or even if you got scared and got in after this, somewhere in this little part, it still ran down a good bit for you. And it was a reversal. Like I said, we are trading reversals. We didn't get all the confluences, but we did get inverted for value gap. This here is the trade market structure shift, technically, if you want to get in after that. It did run down to some more liquidity points, and you could have kept going if you needed like a 1 to 3 or something. If you got in like super late, like it gave you could have got in for a 1 to 2, like honestly way down here after the market structure shift. So this still is a decent trade reversal. So yeah, this is how everyone should be trading. This is how I'm gonna be trading live every morning at 9:45. I'm only trading reversals. I need to stick to my rules. I might need to put in some headphones. And I record. I haven't listened to them in a while, but I record like affirmations. Like I'm a patient trader. I'm a calm trader. Like whatever. And sometimes it helps me when I start to get emotional. But yeah, I think we're done for the day. We're gonna keep backtesting tomorrow. We'll do a recap, obviously. And let's see if we get on this consolidation on the 1 hour tomorrow. And I'll see y'all in the morning if y'all trade with me. Running.